You guys have put up back-to-back shutouts the previous 2 matches. Just give us your overall thoughts on this past weekend.
Well, it was a nice weekend for us. Everybody got to play, and play significant time, which is important. You want to reward those kids that are working hard every single day, and they came in and they played pretty well. I was happy to see that. They definitely seized the opportunity and ran with it.
How do you feel about the upcoming matches with UTPB and then Lubbock Christian?
Yeah, these are 2 pretty good teams. Permian is hard to play on the road. They always get a great crowd. It's a midweek game. I'm sure their athletes will be there. Their band, who is really probably the loudest band, smallest band, but the loudest band there is, especially in that gym that they have, plays right in your ear. So it's a tough place to play, and they play with a lot of high energy. They're a high energy team. They kind of reflect their coach. He's a pretty high energy guy. He gives a lot to his team as they compete. So we got to be ready for a fight. We played them in the spring. Right when CJ first got there, their coach, and just a complete change in mentality. They're aggressive, and they're expecting to win when they play, which is a change. So we got to be ready to compete. And then on the weekend, we're hosting Lubbock Christian, and they're probably one of the most offensive teams in the league. Super aggressive, are playing at a pretty high level right now. So it's a tough week.
5 of your next 8 matches are at home, and given the schedule that you guys had earlier this year, that seems pretty rewarding for you guys. How excited are you to be able to play some of those final matches at home?
Well, like I said last week, this is no place like home. It's a great place to play. It's a great atmosphere. Athletes come out, students come out, the community comes out. It's a lot of fun to play in front of our fans, and we've had some pretty great crowds so far this year. But yeah, it's a big advantage for us. This is a big space, and it's kind of hard to play in a big space if you're not used to it. So definitely something we enjoy, we look forward to, and we want to keep kids coming out. This Saturday is our youth sports night. Kids that are in 8th grade or under, if they're wearing their official youth sports jersey, they can get in for free. Their parents or coach can get in for a reduced group rate. They have to come with a parent or an adult, but hopefully we get a lot of kids here this weekend too.
Coach, you're playing UTPB on Wednesday. The opponents are only hitting about 141 against them. What is it that you'll have to do to have success against the Falcons?
Well, they're a really good blocking team. They're aggressive, they're athletic, they move really well. So we have to be, our first contact has got to be on point. We've got to be able to create opportunities with us being in system, and if we can't do that, it's going to be a struggle. So we've got to make sure our first contact is great, so we have opportunities to create splits, create one-on-one opportunities, so our hitters have more of an advantage.
And you've gotten some contributions, a lot from Demi Carter, Sydney Thornton. Just talk about kind of what you've seen from them as freshmen and kind of how they've grown into their roles as the season's gone on.
Yeah, we kind of threw them into the fire right away, and they've responded pretty well. It's nice to see, but even here's the thing, like if they're not performing well, which really hasn't happened, but if they're not, I've got a junior depth, behind them that can come in and play and not miss a beat, so I love the depth that we have. Kate Boldrick has done a great job coming in and just doing really good things in the opportunities that she's had, making differences in matches, and so I love what she's doing. So I think we've got some depth, but I love the freshmen, their energy, their enthusiasm, they don't know any betterness, but they're athletic and they want to win, so I like that too.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.